kids. Cool vintage purse. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice. Yeah. All right. How is everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. It is Monday. I don't even know what the date is. Well, I should remember. It's Cinco de Mayo yesterday, so today is the 6th. And yeah, I think I'm going to title this "What I Did Not Do That I'm Paying For Last Night That I was Paying For It Today." Yes, yes. It's been a busy week, and it's been a fulfilling week. Hello, Miss Luna. A learning week and a rewarding week. I can't say anything negative about because I woke up today. I probably could. Probably should, but I won't. I'm just joking. No, I'm very, very grateful for being given today to wake up today, and I'm doing okay. I am going back to physical therapy this week. Amen. Oh, the choir singing. Amen. I haven't been able to get back till this coming week since Ray had gotten back from deployment. There are certain things that had to be taken care of for him, with him going through CRC, which is clearing with him from the deployment, and me going to see my son and seeing the family. And yeah, I've been noticing, how do I put it? I've been noticing I've been doing, I usually have one, like in the evening I take all of my medication and it zonks me out, but I'm taking it twice a day, probably for a couple weeks now, because the pain level is so high, and that is not normal. Well, my pain is always high, don't get me wrong. Maybe I should, no, this is reality. And I don't like taking medication, and yeah, we're going to go off that note. But anyway, we had an eventful week. I was able to accomplish, with my mother's help, we had a huge, I love how my daughter had stated it. I love her. A photo drop. I had dropped, I think over almost 300, I think about 200, I shouldn't say 300, about 200 photos dropped into Facebook, meaning they were only specified for a certain group of people. And it's just due to, you know, what they can do, what they want to do, what they want to post. It was dealing with my son and his fiance Rachel and my daughter, and you know, there were photos from my mother and from me, and I was asked by my son, don't edit, I want Rachel to have first bids, and it's like, no problem, because it is dealing with their engagement, and I respect that, you know. Some people want to have that, how do I put it? They want to put their hands into it. So a lot of the photos that I am putting out there, I don't know, I'm being very, very honest. I do not know if they're my mother's or I, and due to that fact, I'm not going to put my name on it. You know, out of respect. My mother has a good eye, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, a lot of times we caught a lot of the same thing, but majority was my mother and what she caught. Thank goodness, because like I had stated in last week's video, I just wanted to be in the moment. I wanted to enjoy the kids. I wanted to because I hadn't seen them for years together as, you know, brother and sister, and yeah, it was nice. So I did a huge photo drop. Sydney has stated, I love her for that, and I had promised them, that's, oh my goodness sakes, it's been about 2 weeks, but I had to wait on things from my mother, and not by her fault. It's just, technical situations, and we got it done, we took care of it, and now what I'm needing to do is I'm needing to print some of the photos that the two different parties that I need to send to them. So I thought about putting it on a disk drive, but it's better just to get them printed. Yeah, it's better. So what else have I done last week? Just to give you an update, if you do follow me on Facebook, Poppy Churlo, he is our little Chihuahua. We adopted him about 2 years ago, and Ray and I. And all of our animals have been rescued. I had gotten Luna from a dear friend from Lowe's, and then of course Ray had Luz from Fort Riley area up in Kansas. But everybody else, oh, and the two cats, Sir Charles and Maxwell Amadeus, have been from Kansas too. But everyone else was adopted here, and a majority, I would say 90% of them, I think, exception of Soul, came from an abusive situation. Poppy does have a congestive heart failure. He has to take medicine twice a day. And when we had him checked out, he had a really, really bad cough. And part of it was his breathing, meaning like asthma kind of situation. The dust would bother him. There's a lot of dust here in the location I'm at. And, well, it just got really bad when Ray got back from deployment. And we took him into the vet, and we didn't know. I mean, it was serious. And the news that we first found out was, now we don't know, meaning we don't know how much longer we have with him. So we just wanted him to be in comfort. Well, come to find out, we had to go back, I think a week later after he was on the medication for his heart. He had to do blood work, and that blood work was going to say if his kidneys were operating properly, his liver was, his enzymes were, good, that kind of thing, his counts. And he's doing good. He's like he's getting back into his youth. Yeah. So he was, when we adopted him, there was something said to us and about someone had stepped on his lower back area, so sometimes his hips have issues as in walking. So he's had a rough life, but he has a beautiful life. But yeah, he's part of the Hernandez Mafia, believe me. So this past week, what else has happened? I was able to barbecue. I have not barbecued for quite a long time. And the reasoning is Ray loves to barbecue, and secondly, it's sometimes the pain. So I wanted to barbecue some chicken, so I did do that Saturday. I did that Saturday. So that was fun. It was, you get cautious about chicken because of, even with pork, the way you cook it, I just like, please be no blood, because I haven't done it for so long. So, but yeah, it was good, and he loves it, and he likes his chicken very, very cooked. I mean, almost like we're very, very different people in eating situation. And he likes his really crispy on the outside. Well, yeah, chicken's good when it's crispy, don't get me wrong. But almost like, I don't, it's almost like I don't like it leathery. That makes sense. And I don't want to say he does, but he likes it really, really crispy. So yeah, we're totally opposite on that. But I like it done. So on that note, my goal was to accomplish the situation with the photos, and I updated some of my groups there in social media on Facebook, which if you want to follow any of those, they keep me busy. It's like, why does she have so many groups? Well, you know, it's my way of escaping. If I'm unable to get out to do photography, yeah, that food and the furry dozen, and yeah, there's some that are very, very dear to my heart. One is Jay's Angel Wings, dealing with people with the abuse and difficult situations in the journey. And yeah, but you can find all of that on, I think I have a link below in the box. I want to see, I think I've updated all of that. I pray to the Lord, I do. I'll have to check before I post this. But the exciting news is one thing I should have done last night, or that I did last night, and I regret today that I did it. I'm almost 50 and I should have known better. But one thing that's very, very exciting that had happened to me, I had put a post out there on Facebook, and this is one thing that is very dear to my heart and that I'm learning. And it always, let me see what time I'm at, 11 minutes. That is photography. You're just like, oh, we're going to talk about photography. Yeah, we're going to talk about photography. Just, is my passion, and I enjoy it, and I'm learning it. And it's like, you know, when you're learning something new, there's an excitement and fire in you, and it's always developing good brain cells within your brain that, you know, it just seems like if you're not learning, you get stagnant, you get bored, you just become numb. So I really, like I had stated in the last video on May 2nd, is that it's been a year. And I just got my thing on, you know, I think it was May 1st or May 2nd, I had started this journey. And I had said I got a year underneath my belt, and he goes, what? And I go, with photography, you know? And he goes, well, that's good. And it's sort of exciting knowing how much growth. And it takes time. Just like my journey with fatty liver disease, you know, it didn't take me, I wish it only took me 6 months to lose the 40 pounds. That's like a miracle. That's not going to ever happen for me. Never. And the reasoning is that I'm not taking any supplements. I'm not taking any diet pills. I'm not, you know, I had to watch what I'm eating. I had to remove certain things out of my diet. And yes, it was tough. And yes, it took 2 years. And yes, I am maintaining. And that is good. Okay. I noticed some of my diet has changed. I'm bringing a little bit more in, and I'm not happy. And what I mean by that, I'm not happy, I notice I'm eating more yogurt, but the way it makes my body feel, so I might have to be cutting out dairy a little bit more out of my diet. I love my cheese. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm about to turn the big 5-0. That could be it. It could be because I'm turning the big 5-0. Yeah, you know, it's like there's certain stages in your life where it's like, yeah, I'm turning 21. Yeah, I can hear the whole, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. And then you hit the 25 is a good mile marker. And then you turn the big 3-0. And I'm 29 and holding. I remember that for the years. You want to come up with me, baby? Come here. And then, come here. Then the fear of turning 40. Oh my goodness, you know, now things are changing, your body's changing, your chemistry's changing. And now the big 5-0, and it's like you look over and there's a house party over there. I'm thinking, God, that sounds a little exciting. And the window's up and it's like, oh, that's the big 5-0 over there. And it's sort of scary, but it's almost in a way I'm not scared anymore for the fact what I have gone through and what I'm experiencing, and the hair and the gray hair and the wrinkles and the aches and the pain. And you know what, I am just blessed that he was giving me another day today to take a deep breath and saying, it's a good day, you know. So where did I just went off on that rant? Just like you were talking about photography. Oh yeah, the mile marker, the year. I really didn't. So I had made in the video, I put on social media. Now I know where I'm at. Wow, how much drugs are you on, JJay? No, I'm teasing. I had put on my social media about the difference. I had shown all of you the difference between the two cameras, the Canon and the Canon, and I don't have. I have my Canon T5 right here, and then I have my Nikon D3200, and they're both beginners. They're both beginner cameras, and believe me, it was scary, very, very scary. The first year has been scary. Thank goodness I have my mother in my life that has shown me tips and tricks and knowing the lingo and YouTube. Thank goodness for the YouTube. I'm gonna be really, really honest. I love YouTube. I just want to make sure my security wasn't going off. That was a lot of beeps. So I had told you about the two cameras I had, and then I put on social media about the difference of the photos, weighing in which one do you think is from the Canon and which one do you think was from the Nikon, of the difference of that. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, someone's gonna say, well, the lens is different. Yeah, you're right, you're absolutely correct. The time of day was a little different. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. The sunlight, the sunlight was different. So now what I'm able to do, and I don't have it. Or what I'm trying to find, and I deeply apologize, is probably in my backpack. Oh, there it is. I have a lens, a camera lens. Those are just my hoods. Hood? They're probably thinking, what are you talking about, hood? Okay, no, that's not it. Here she is. Okay. I have what you call a prime lens, and what a prime lens is, this is my 50 mil. I don't know if you're able to see that. If that's in focus. And it does have a filter on it, and I think I explained last video. It's to block out certain light if I'm taking in bright light, like sunshine and things like that. It is a Skylight 1B on that. So a prime is like if you wanted to take a portrait situation, like of me, where I am right now, and then back in through here, it's all more like a blur. So, but the subject is right up front. Now, if I click on my screen, let me see if it'll focus over there. Hold on, kids, sorry. But I'll do this. Now it's going to focus on my lens here and maybe blur me out just a little bit, but on a prime, there we go. Now it's focused on me, and this is not doing on the focus of the object. So you have seen some photos, well, you have seen some photos just recently of the flowers. It's like you see the flower, but there's almost like a blur background, and that's what you call a bouquet. The spelling of that is like the blur part of it, blur part of photography. The blur part, okay, let's hope I... It's not giving me the word that I'm wanting to spell it properly. I am not a very good speller. Let's do this. We'll put 50 mil Canon lens. It says it's even good for nighttime photography. It says the Canon EF 50mm, the f1.8 STM lens is an item for every photographer's needs in their camera bag, for beginner level to advance. I don't want to mispronounce. When it comes up, I will tell you. So this is a lens that I love. I love the 50. It is just, it's, when pairing a 50 to it's a prime lens, like I had stated. I don't think, it's not giving me the language that I'm wanting, but the word is bouquet, and it's not the word bouquet as in B-O-U, like the flower bouquet. It's a different spelling of bouquet. I think it's B-O-K. That's my other calendar. So B-O-H-K. Maybe that's how you B-O-K-E. Oh, it's B-O-K-E-H, and it's the quality, the blurred production of out of focus parts of an image produced by a lens. The bouquet has been defined the way the lens renders out of focus points of light. So let me give you a sort of an image if you guys can see that. So this, the blurriness of that would be considered your bouquet kind of situation. See how I'm out of focus? Well, I'm out of focus. It's not a bouquet. But anyway, I love my 50. And a lot of the photos that I took, and I was trying to compare the two situations, was my 50 on my Canon, but on my Nicholas, on my Nikon, I had my kit lens, and it was the 1855, which is, when I say kit lens, is going to be the lens that came with the camera. When you purchase, majority of the time, and I'm being sincere when I say this, majority of the time when you buy a camera, which this part right here of the camera is called the body, and these are lenses. And so usually you can buy a kit as in body and lens, or you can just buy the body of the camera, which means this is the body of the camera, okay? This right here, this is your lens. So you can, or you can buy this separately, just like last night. We had gone, I was informed by a shop and saying, hey Jay, I have a toy for you. Not a toy, meaning, you know, I have a lens for you and a camera. So he had shown to me, he had sent me some photos of a Canon camera. It was just a 50D, and it's a very, I think it's a pretty old camera, 10 plus years, and it's more of the beginning of the professional cameras, you know, if you're wanting to do that, or videoing. And the asking price of that camera, and to what I can get it online or order, it was like night and day. And I thought, I'll come in Thursday and I'll come look at it, meaning this coming Thursday. And he showed me this lens, and it was a Nikon lens, and it was a 18 to 105 and he showed me, you know, what they're asking for the price of it, and it's a good lens. It's a well-respected lens, meaning that the quality and how many stars, reviews, and what, you know, what I would be using it for. And you know, I just can't just be throwing, you know, that kind of thing out, money like that, and with what they're asking for it. Now, the gentleman that I work with, he also does photography, so he knows my passion. He understands that I'm a beginner. He understands where my baby steps are. And I told him first, you know, I just want anything on Canon, but he did not know that I had gotten Nicholas the Nikon. So I think he probably thought, why is she asking about the lenses, you know? So yesterday after going to church, Ray had taken me to Olive Garden, and I had salad, and he had calamari. Yeah, he had calamari, and I think I had like the Italian nachos. I just maybe had a few bites, and it was heavenly, but yeah, it was good. Good lunch. So we went to the shop who had contacted me, and I walked over to the case, and I saw it, and he goes, I thought you'd be in here Thursday. And I go, no. So I saw it, and he didn't send me a photo of this little guy. Let me see if you guys can focus in on that. Right on the screen. There we go. So what that is, it's a AF Nikon 18. Oh, that's not it. Woo, I apologize. God, yeah, Jay, you're crazy. I really want my daughter to get into this. This is what I saw. I wish my daughter get into photography so I can share this hobby, this passion with her. I got this. I got this 50 mm 114 or 1.4 D. Now these letters mean different things, and this lens does not have an autofocus, so if I'm on my camera, I have to focus myself on that, which I'm totally okay. But that is the Nikon Prime for that. I wish it was a G. This one's a G, which it would focus on itself. I don't know if you can see it. These different letters mean different. It focuses on me because it recognizes my face on the video. There you go. I don't know if you see it, but there's a G right over there. It's out of focus. There you go. So, and the other one that we have on hold, or layaway I should say, it's an 18-105 also. And I think the aperture goes to 1.4 the lowest. I think, well, I can check. It's probably 1.8. Me saying that, and it's like, what do you mean by aperture? Aperture is going to be the size of where it gets big or small. I'm doing good though, guys. No, honestly, it's a G2 also, I should say. 18-105, and it's 1.3, just like this, a 5.6, so I was wrong. So that's good. Very exciting. It's you're probably thinking, why are you getting that? It's because it doubles the length of it, of this one. I only can go up to 55 on this, and the other one I can get to 105. So yeah, it's, I want people to understand is I should have put 3 photos against each other, as in camera on the phone, camera Canon, camera Nikon, and see if you can tell the difference. You really can't tell the difference. You really can't. With me being a beginner, yeah, it's just one of those things that I know the professionals probably could tell the difference. First of all, you're not using the same lens type throughout, so they probably could tell the difference on that. So now with me having 2 prime lenses, which one for my Nikon and one for my Canon, I'm going to do an experiment. And that's the thing that I'm enjoying, is to see the difference of, and can I tell the 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 sharpness of it, the pixels of the photo, that kind of thing. So yeah, I've done enough on that subject. What am I going to do this week? I had stated I was going to do a whole bunch of editing of those photos that going to South Carolina, and I decided that I'll just put maybe 1 or 2 or 3 out, because majority of them are my mother's, and I feel out of respect, if she wanted to edit them, she would edit them, you know, and it's not my work. I love the photography out there, and I would love to grab them and edit them, but it's just, I feel guilty. I feel guilty when it's not mine. I don't know what they see. I don't know what they're trying to catch, meaning, are they wanted a black and white? Are they wanted in color? Are they wanted in, you know, and I don't want to upset anybody. I know what I want when I see a photo. I'm going to change it different, if that makes sense. There was one that I did of DJ and Rachel holding hands with her wedding ring, and I said, dreams do come true. And I think I got that one. I don't know. I don't know who took that one. I'd have to go back and check. The thing is that the reason why I wanted it in black and white is the depth of it, the story behind that. I think black and white is so classical, very, it's just, there's a mystery behind it, and that's why I love black and white photos. And don't get me wrong, I love color, because, you know, when I do my street art or when I capture street art, I love graffiti. I love catching the talent of what people can do with graffiti. It's just amazing. Some people think it's a nuisance. If it's, you know, on the trains, I wish I was able to go to different locations and just take photos of trains and the graffiti on it. I don't know what the graffiti represents, if it's a gang or if it's just art, you know. I don't want to support a gang, if that makes sense. God, that just sounds, yeah, I'm rambling. But this week, physical therapy. I'm going to be cleaning up some of my mess here. I got my mission accomplished for my son and my future, or my daughter-in-law soon, or fiance, my son's fiance, Rachel. I love her. And my daughter, she is just too sweet. I love her. She's doing really, really good. And of course my little Hunter, my grandson, he's a hoot. Just turned 6. Woo woo. And I don't know what else. I think it's supposed to be really, really nice, hot here. People are experiencing some bad weather. The refrigerator is going to be fixed today. I am at the point of banging my head. It seemed like 2 weeks now. Oh, I'm gonna bang my head. The board of the refrigerator, like it controls the screen on the refrigerator, as in you see the temps of the refrigerator and the freezer. Ours have like French doors on top and the drawer on the bottom, and it just, the refrigerator is 10 years plus, or 10 years plus, for the fact that it's the original set that came with the house, because it matches the stove, the dishwasher, the microwave. So yeah, we wanted to make sure that the sink the faucet had to be replaced, the jar disposal had to be replaced. It just seems like when it rained, it poured. So it was it was a hefty situation. Thank gosh for insurance. Some things they covered, some things they did not cover. And we want it done right, so if there's ever a move in the future. Is the Carolinas calling my name? Is there a song? Jay, come to South Carolina. I think there's a song. We just don't know. I want the things to be done correctly, so when the next person comes in and falls in love with the kitchen, they don't have those issues, because I know it's stressful. I know, because I'm going through it, and I would not want any one to feel like not knowing if my refrigerator is going to die last night and all my stuff would have lost all of that, you know. But no, he's coming today. He's going to replace the board, and he'll be this afternoon. So that will be done. What else? You might be hearing the furry dozen sleeping, snoring. They're all doing well. And yeah, I got a new subscriber. Made me cry last night. I was pretty excited about that. I thought, really? I have a goal, and I guess me making at least one video a week, or maybe hopefully 2 videos, I need to get the energy to do so. Yeah, I'm excited because I love sharing with you. I'm going to be starting my series on the things as parents or parent, what to do and not to do when your child goes to basic, and AIT situations, and dealing with when your spouse deploys, you know, what I experience. So, but yeah, what else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. And oh no, I forgot the last thing. Okay, this is a long video. What did I do last night that I regret today? I cannot stress this enough. And I did this I would say about 2 years now. I used to sell makeup for a company. These multi-level, yeah, MLM is just, be careful. That's all I can say. Well, I learned while I was doing that how important it is to wash your face, because you know, when you were teenagers, I'm about to turn 50, you know, the door's opening up and say, hey. I got this pimple since last night. You know, when you say the North Star, I got the North Star, and I need to stop touching my face right here. And the reasoning is I didn't wash my face last night. I was too excited about playing with the camera and the new lens and reading up on it, and the new one about to come home. And I cannot stress to you guys, and when I say this is take care of yourself. Don't just go to bed with your makeup on or not, you know, cleaning your face. It's very, very important. Very important. That's Ava. She's the pug. You don't want to interrupt her. She's getting her beauty sleep. Take that time, because if you don't wash your face, your pores are going to be clogged, and your face ages, and it's not healthy. It's not good. And even with men, I know it's like, I don't need to wash my face. I don't need to do any, you know, any mask or cleansing. Yeah, you do, dude. And that's what I try to tell, you know, him. But it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. You know what? Make it a fun thing for each other, or for you ladies. You know, have the glass of wine, or have your favorite tea, or your iced tea, or whatever. You know, make sure that you clean your face, because then you don't get the North Star. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that's what I forgot to do last night, and I'm paying for it today, and I cannot complain. I cannot yell. And yes, it's hormones, but it probably too is that I did not wash my face. I had just laid down researching, and yeah, don't make any excuses. I messed up, but yeah, now you can have a good laugh on me. I will be Rudolph today if I need to stop messing with it. I did wash my face really good today, and I put the makeup on. Of course, if I didn't, you would not be watching by now. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I really, really do. I want you to be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Pamper yourself. Drink lots of water. I have my water and my flavor water in here. So yeah. Have a good one. We'll see you next week, unless I get another video out this week. I should. Yeah. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. It made me cry. If you know me, I'm being sincere. You really made me cry. Thank you for subscribing. It means more than you know. Share this if you want a good laugh. I'm going to, if I hope I get you guys into the itch of, taking a photo. The thing is about photos is that it's a memory that's being remembered. You're capturing a moment, and I'm just learning. I am no expert, and if I can give you a little bit of information that I'm learning, that I've learned from my mother or learning from other channels here on YouTube, yes, we're a win-win. We're empowering, we're uplifting, we're validating the love of life. Enjoy life, because it is the gift. That breath you just took, that's a gift. So be good to yourself, be good to others, for we just don't know what part of their journey they're on. We don't know. So thank you. Come back and visit, and she's not snoring. Yeah. Remember to wash your face. See you soon. We will see you soon. We're out.